Let's get right into it. Number 10. Smart thermostats and the illusion of control. Imagine this. It's a blistering summer day, your apartment feels like a sauna, and you just want to relax in a cool, dark room. You grab your phone, tap the app, and watch the temperature tick down on your smart thermostat. You feel a sense of power, a little jolt of satisfaction from remotely bending the environment to your will. But what if that feeling of control is just a marketing gimmick? The dirty secret of many smart home devices isn't that they're secretly listening to you, which, let's be honest, they probably are. It's that they're teaching you to rely on a system you can't actually control. In a smart city, your apartment's ideal climate isn't just about your comfort. It's about grid efficiency, neighborhood energy usage, and whatever algorithms the utility company is running. You might think you're in charge, but the truth is, you're a single, small variable in a much larger equation. Your comfort is just a footnote in the grand plan of citywide resource management. The illusion of control is the perfect psychological trick. We give up our autonomy for a few convenient taps on a screen, believing we're the master of our domain, when in reality, we've just outsourced our decision-making to a central server that probably just wants to save a few bucks on the city's electric bill. Number 9. Public Wi-Fi as a psychological Skinner box. You walk into a cafe, the Wi-Fi is free and fast, and you immediately connect. It's a ritual, a Pavlovian response to the free Wi-Fi sticker on the door. But have you ever stopped to wonder what you're actually paying with? Beyond the obvious security risks of public networks, there's a subtler psychological trap at play. Your brain has been conditioned to see free public Wi-Fi as a reward. We've come to expect it, to crave it, and to plan our days around its availability. The city knows this. They strategically place hotspots in public spaces not just for convenience, but to herd you into specific areas, to keep you in their ecosystem. Think of it like digital breadcrumbs leading you from one commercial zone to the next. The more you rely on these networks, the more you become a predictable data point, a predictable consumer, a predictable cog in the machine. Your brain sees free, but the city sees data, traffic flow, and consumer behavior. It's a modern-day Skinner box where the reward isn't a sugar pellet, but a high-speed internet connection, and the rat in the cage is you. Number 8. The seduction of predictive systems. You're heading out for the day, and your city's app tells you exactly which train to take to avoid a jam, which path through the park has the least foot traffic, and even what time the cafe down the street will have the shortest line. It's so efficient, so perfectly tailored to your needs, that you don't even have to think anymore. And that's the danger. These predictive systems, while seemingly helpful, are slowly eroding your ability to navigate the world intuitively. Your brain, being the lazy and efficient organ that it is, loves outsourcing tasks. When a system tells you the optimal path, it stops you from using your natural spatial awareness, your gut feeling, your ability to read a situation. You're trading your autonomy for convenience. Over time, this reliance can create a kind of cognitive atrophy. You become less of an active participant in your own life and more of a passive follower of an algorithm. You're not exploring the city, you're just executing a pre-programmed route. Number 7. The urban apathy of gamified living. Remember when going for a walk was just a walk? Now in a smart city, it's a mission. The fitness tracker on your wrist is counting steps, the city app is offering points for visiting certain landmarks, and your social feed is a leaderboard of who's the most active. This is the gamification of life, and it's a double-edged sword. On one hand, it's a great motivator, but on the other, it robs the simple joy from everyday activities. You're no longer walking for the sake of fresh air or clearing your head, you're walking to hit a step goal. You're not exploring a new neighborhood out of curiosity, you're doing it to collect a digital badge. This turns authentic human experiences into a series of tasks to be completed for an abstract reward. It breeds a strange kind of apathy, where the real, visceral experience of being in the world is replaced by the sterile numerical pursuit of points and leaderboards. We're so focused on winning the game that we forget to live. Number 6. Sensory overload and the new urban anxiety. Walk down a smart city street and you're bombarded with a symphony of data. Digital billboards flash with personalized ads based on your location. The crosswalk signal doesn't just buzz, it flashes a countdown timer and sometimes a helpful but ultimately distracting message. Your phone vibrates with notifications from geo-tagged apps. Your brain, which evolved over millions of years in quiet, analog environments, is now swimming in an ocean of constant information. This isn't just an annoyance. It's a legitimate psychological strain. Your subconscious is working overtime to process and filter all of this incoming data. This constant cognitive load can lead to a state of perpetual low-level anxiety. It's the feeling of always being on, of never being able to truly relax or be fully present. The city, in its quest to be smarter, is making us dumber, or at least more frazzled and less capable of simply existing without a data stream in our face. Number 5. The false sense of security in a monitored world. The logic is simple. More cameras, more sensors, more data means more security, right? The smart city sells you a vision of a world where crime is predicted before it happens and every wrong move is caught on tape. The promise is that we can all feel safer. But this sense of security is a psychological placebo. The truth is, constant surveillance creates a different kind of danger, the danger of complacency. We become less vigilant, less aware of our surroundings, and less reliant on our own instincts, because we believe the system is watching out for us. We stop noticing subtle threats because our brain has been convinced the city's sensors have it covered. This isn't just a loss of street smarts, it's a regression of our most basic survival instincts. We're trading an active, aware mind for a passive, trusting one, and that trust could get us into serious trouble. Number 4. The loss of serendipity. Think about a time you got lost in a new city and stumbled upon a hidden coffee shop with the best pastries you've ever had, or a quiet park you never knew existed. That's serendipity, and it's a fundamental part of the human experience. But in a smart city, serendipity is becoming a relic of the past. The algorithm tells you the most efficient route, the most popular restaurant, and the highest-rated attraction. You're presented with a curated, pre-packaged version of the city, and your brain accepts it because it's easy. The system actively discourages deviation from the optimal path. We're losing the thrill of discovery, the joy of a happy accident, because our lives are being micromanaged by a series of inputs and outputs. We've traded the possibility of a unique personal experience for a guaranteed but ultimately hollow one. Number 3. Biofeedback and the commodification of emotion. Imagine walking past a digital billboard that changes its ad based on your biometric data. Your smartwatch is a lie detector on your wrist, measuring your heart rate and sweat levels. You see an ad for a new energy drink, and your heart rate spikes slightly. The billboard sees this, registers a micro-reaction, and serves you a more aggressive ad. We're moving towards a future where your emotional and physiological responses are no longer private. The smart city will soon be able to read your stress levels, your excitement, and your fear, and it will use that data to sell you things. This is the ultimate psychological violation. Your body's subconscious reactions, the very things that make you human, are being turned into a commodity. You won't just be a consumer of products, you'll be the product itself, and your emotions will be the raw material. Number 2. The behavioral nudge as a control mechanism. Your city has a problem with littering. Instead of a simple fine, the smart city designs a trash can that plays a satisfying celebratory sound every time you throw something away. Congratulations, you've just been nudged. These seemingly benign behavioral nudges are everywhere in a smart city. They're in the crosswalk lights that change color to encourage you to walk faster, the public transport apps that offer a reward for using off-peak hours, and the park benches that subtly glow when they're empty. On the surface, it all seems like helpful, playful encouragement. But what it's really doing is training you to respond to external stimuli like a lab rat. Your decisions are no longer your own. They are a direct consequence of a pre-programmed nudge designed to steer you towards a specific city-approved behavior. You think you're choosing to do something good, but you've been subtly manipulated into it. Number 1. The unsettling monotony of the optimal life. This is the big one. The ultimate unspoken danger of the smart city is not a single technology, but the collective effect of them all. When every choice is optimized, every path is the most efficient, and every interaction is predictable, life becomes, well, boring. Your brain craves novelty, a little bit of chaos, the unexpected. It's what keeps us engaged and learning. But a smart city is designed to eliminate all of that. It's a closed-loop system where every variable is controlled and every outcome is predetermined. You're living the optimal life. You're as efficient, productive, and predictable as you can possibly be. But what does that make you? A high-functioning drone. You've traded the messy, imperfect, and ultimately human experience of living for the sterile, perfectly calibrated existence of an algorithm. And that, more than any single creepy surveillance camera or a manipulative thermostat, is the most disturbing truth of all. That's all for today. I'll be making similar videos in the future. Subscribe to see them.